presents
The Steamrollers
Adventure Podcast
contains mature language
and situations.
Discretion is advised.
Welcome to another episode of the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast, or SRAP for short.
Which, according to the Urban Dictionary, means...
Don't say it.
Crap wrapped in shit.
Boris.
Or crap rolled in shit.
Ben.
There are two definitions of SRAP in the Urban Dictionary. The first is a showing of displeasure based on the actions or lack thereof of another. This can be as simple as a dirty look. For example, Michael is SRAPping me because he believes I will say crap rolled in shit.
You can just say steamroller show instead of that.
Boris.
I've said my piece. I go now. I will come back when you totally derail this episode.
The other definition is a piece of crap rolled in shit.
Etu, Nissa.
Blame Derek. He is the one who first pointed it out.
Yeah, well, he's only with the show in spirit. And speaking of the show, what I was going to say was, if this is your first time here, welcome. I'll bet this is confusing to you, so I'll let Robbie explain. Robbles?
The Steamrollers Adventure Podcast is crap rolled in shit. Is a role-playing tabletop steampunk adventure comedy game based on the fiction of Michael J. Rigg. You do not have to read his novels to follow the story, however. It is actually very different in many different respects that are very different, actually.
Thank you, Robbie. This is true. If you're here because you've heard other D&D actual play podcasts or YouTube shows, we're like that. A group of friends gathered around while I craft a story for their characters to adventure through.
The comedy comes from the camaraderie of players and how they joke with each other. If you want an excellent example, crank it back a couple notches to our special 301st episode.
Yes, lots of funny highlights in that one.
Exactly. Thanks, guys. I think what makes us really different is the fact that each episode is accentuated with fine details like sound effects and a music soundtrack. Each character has their own theme, and the sound effects cover everything from background crickets at nighttime to a six-shooter being drawn from a leather holster.
It is awesome!
Thank you, Robbie. What's our protocol for today?
Protocol 405. Leave a review! If this is your first time listening to the show and you like it, please like and share. You can probably leave a review wherever you are listening to us, be it Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, CastBox, Android, and many others. If you are a long-time listener, please add a review and talk about what you love the most.
Of course, if you don't like the show, you can say that too.
But why would you, unless you are overcome with self-doubt, self-loathing, and lack of true love and friendship?
Nissa?
Seriously, people who leave negative reviews on products do not have the 2 brain cells it takes to simply return said product for your money back and get on with their lives.
Nissa,
And people who leave negative reviews on podcasts, YouTube videos, or shared performances truly lack meaningful love in their lives. They disrespect because there is nothing respectable about themselves. Shows are things you can simply turn off, block, or tune out. If you do not like it, why post negativity? All that will do is bring you back to the thing you loathe time and time again just to see if you riled up the creator or grew more haters to follow your pathetic example.
Nissa.
Do you think that you will befriend other haters, grow a hate club, and continue to spread hate gleefully? I must remind you, you are befriending lowlives like yourself who will one day turn their hate on you. It is an infallible universal law.
Is that true?
Checking.
Besides, hateful comments posted to the internet are proven to do one thing: increase the operable algorithm of your target, thereby driving more traffic to it, and increasing the likelihood of the show's growth and potential to reach more outspoken fans of said show.
Michael, you stopped stopping her.
Shh, this is getting good.
To say that you are a waste of oxygen is not true. You are truly good inside.
Huh?
If you are hating or spreading negativity out of jealousy, spite, fear, self-loathing, or a deeper sadness you are too afraid to face, if those around you are no help to you, and you are not in a place to mentally reach out to someone face to face, try this. What are you all staring at?
I'm not going to hear this.
Instead of writing negativity, reach out to the creator for help. It is the best way to treat what ails you. Speak with the stranger you wish to criticize. Engage in a productive conversation where you can voice to them directly what it is that triggers or upsets you about their show. This will help you to release that pent-up anxiety that you did not know you had. You may even learn that you are not alone. Perhaps the creator of the show you hate creates as a way of venting their own frustrations.
Is that true, Michael?
I live with Boris. What do you expect?
You're welcome.
If you do not like something but are too shy to engage with the creator directly, you never have to share the acid taste it puts in your mouth. You simply delete it, destroy it within your own mind by blocking all routes to its channel so you never need hear it again. Then do more of what you love and put it behind you. The past vanishes every second of your life, and life is too short to spend dwelling on that which you feel disrupts your patterns.
Wow. I will say, well said, Nissa.
That was the thing.
I can't believe the bitch is hating on haters. What a hater. I hate her.
Shut up, Boris. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't like the show and desperately need to express your feelings about it, if you can't just tune out...
That's how my good friend Howard Stern rose to fame. I once told his producer, everyone hates him because of what he says, but they keep tuning in to see what he's going to say next.
That wasn't you. That was Paul Giamatti's character in Private Parts.
Oh!
Anyway...
Drink.
You can contact me directly through the Contact Me page at riggstories.com. I answer every message that isn't some spam BS about helping grow my SEO. Pfft, we can drive more guests to your talk show. Ha!
They actually say that?
Yep.
That would mean they do not even listen to our show.
Those are evil robots, Robbie.
My kind of peoples.
Michael, time.
Ah, yes. I hear your theme starting. Nissa, if you please.
Previously on the Steamrollers Adventure podcast, Connie, Percy, Holly, and, close by, Martin have arrived in Halo and have been cleaning up what is left of the town. Wounded are being dug out of rubble, and some back alley fighting continues between the League of the Red Spider villains and Percy, Coyne, and Alden Howard's men. Holly, having narrowly escaped death, takes a moment to sort out her next move in the blown-out town that she previously called home.
Thank you, Nissa. Ben, here you go. Catch.
Got it. Season 4.
Boris, what are you doing?
I am writing on your contact form how much I hate you.
Season 4, Episode 303, Chapter 22, TOBI Speaks.
Welcome to Crap Rolled in Shit.
Trap!
Strap is your steampunk adventure comedy. Your silly tabletop roleplay fantasy. We're the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast. Sit back, relax, and just have a blast. We're the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast. It's totally not crap. Rolled in shit. Relax and just have a blast. It's totally not crap. Rolled in shit.
The Urban Dictionary calls SRAP. Anyway, welcome to the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast. Trap! File number 093023-2, commencing now. Hummina, test. Still working? Yeah. All right, we continue now with Holly, the Fairy Witch. All right, Holly, you have been rejoined by your dragon, which is, as strange as it may seem, alive and well. Who expected that to happen? Not me.
No, I know. I know.
Wait, Toby wasn't with you, though, was he? Or was he? He kind of packed away, wasn't he? Or was he? I know he wasn't trundling about.
Yeah, I think he was packed away.
Your steampunk.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Because, I was kind of, attempting to fly in the air at one point. So I do hope he was packed away safely somewhere.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Tempting.
Yes, again, roll the wand.
There were
Like
was
haunting
an
my
attempt.
dreams.
An attempt was made.
Okay, yeah, okay. So picking up from the point of picking up and dusting yourself off, and Onyx is now perched on your shoulder,
No.
tail around your neck,
No.
and oh yeah, here's a fun little bit. One of Onyx's scales drops off. It patters
Magic
to the
ingredient.
patters to the ground, and like bounces off the toe of your boot or whatever. And you see like sort of a bright, shiny new toenail of a scale growing in the place where that one had dropped out. So Onyx is growing and molting.
It's a baby scale.
It is a little baby
Aw.
scale. Yeah.
Should keep it, make a necklace out of it.
I was gonna say, yeah, if I could see it on the floor, I'm definitely picking up and keeping it.
No, yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
I totally have one
Aw.
or two of Garrick's baby teeth because I actually stepped on them.
Aw.
But, I found them.
Is it like stepping on a four-sider or a Lego?
It's worse because it's a little tiny sharp kitten tooth.
All right, you go to hell. There's 3 rooms. One the floor is covered in Legos. One is covered with four-siders, and one is covered with cat teeth. Tooth.
Probably, I don't know, that's a hard choice. Probably Lego, but
Yeah, probably Lego. Well, the four-siders is just
Yeah.
a plain old spiky fucking floor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe if you step on a bunch of them, though, it wouldn't be so bad. Because it
Yeah.
would be like a bed of nails thing.
That's what I was trying to think of. Bed of nails.
Divide your weight across them, yeah.
You could like log roll across the D4 room.
All right. So, okay. All right, Holly. Yeah. So, yeah. But aside from picking up the scale, what do you want to do? You see that, congratulations, your home has been liberated. But you look over to Lady Shilby's boarding house, and it is partially burned to the ground, along with a number of other places. There's bodies all over the place. A lot of
Okay.
red spider guys, but also some dead witches.
How sad.
Yes. And on a happy note, in the midst of all this destruction, not a single body of a child, because a number of the witches who, like, vamoosed and teleported out before they were hit by the salted glass cannons or bombs, grabbed some kids and took them out. So the children were rescued. I'm going to say video game rules for that as well, because usually children are immune, or they should be, unless it's a Rockstar game. I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's
I'm calling
Rockstar.
it-
They're-
I'm calling out things without knowing for sure, so I apologize to Rockstar. I don't know.
I don't apologize to them.
I think that children are immune in Rockstar. No, I take it back. Maybe in Red Dead. I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
know. They're just a bunch of bros, though.
That's true.
Rockstar.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. What do you want to do, Holly? You're as described previously. Everyone else who is here is like milling about. Every once in a while, you'll hear a gunshot.
That's not good.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly Alden's boys running around finding
Right.
red spider guys who are still, because there are some still lurking in the shadows fighting.
Bastards.
Okay. Right. I think. Seeing as we've spoken about Toby, I've kind of neglected him a little bit recently. It feels because kind of like the last thing was he ran out of paper, and I never got him the paper, and I think he could be useful here if I'm going to go kind of searching for people and enemies and stuff.
This is true. Yes.
So I think I'm going to take him out from where I've got him, so in my bag.
Yes.
And what I was thinking, because I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, I'm definitely not going to get any paper for him here. Everything's on fire. So I was thinking, if I use my magic, can I get him to communicate with me in some other way? Like,
Whoa.
oh dear. I'm starting to regret this. Like, I'm not entirely sure how, because I don't know if it's like inside. I'm not entirely sure how, but if I can get him to kind of talk to me in a way that doesn't involve using a ton of paper each time, because he does like to talk.
He does make noise, so there might be.
He does make noise, yes.
When you
that's a good point.
technically,
Soundbar.
when you think about it, the little punches have to click in a certain pattern to punch the card in the first place. So if those can be translated into you being able to visualize what the card would look like based on the sound of the little like Chad punchers. You know?
Kind of almost like a Morse code sort of thing.
Yes. Yes. Never saw that person before in my life. Send out the dogs.
Send out Boris.
Yeah, those what about this? All right. Yeah.
You could make him like the baby Yoda robot, like yes, no, yes, yes, yes.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If you do poorly on these rolls, that's what you'll get.
I mean, I'll take that honestly.
Yeah. You'll either fail, you'll succeed, which means that Toby will speak a language only you can understand.
Right.
Like R2-D2.
Classic Star Wars droids.
Classic Star Wars
Yeah.
Holly now speaks binary.
Moisture.
That would be pretty cool.
Or and if it's somewhere in the middle or borderline fail, then you'll at least get yes, no, yes, no.
Okay.
All right, so
No
let's see what that would fall under. I'm thinking depuzzler. I may be wrong, but it is.
Yeah, I was looking at that as well.
Because this is a problem that you need to solve. Yeah, I'd say depuzzler would be what you roll against. But here's the thing: how many white chips do you have?
6.
6. Cash in 3 plus make this roll, and you'll have success. You can use
3 white chips.
Either +3 or a D4.
+3. I think I'll go for.
All right, roll a 20.
Ooh, 15, 18 altogether.
All right.
What?
Toby starts making clicking sounds, like he's trying to print something. Nothing's going like. And in your mind, you hear, "Where's my paper? I need paper."
No.
Can I please have some paper? And by the way, note to self, and this is FYI to the other players who are not Robin. What's going to happen is I'll make a sound that I will substitute with a sound for the droid when I do the audio mixing for the episode.
So we don't understand.
But I will say what the translation is. But when I edit the show, I'm going to cut out myself saying the translation, so it will sound literally like Toby makes a noise and Robin knows what it says.
Aw, that's cute.
So
don't say anything over top. That's why.
Yeah, until Robin translates. I mean, you can go to Holly and say, "What did it say?"
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah, and also keep that in mind.
Nice.
Keep that in mind as well, Robin, because now you have an extra burden with Toby, where you're dealing with an audience now, so you're going to have to like reiterate what the translation is, so that the audience gets it.
Right.
You know? I mean, it depends on the circumstance. It's like, what do you think about this? You can't, you get the droid speaks. You can't go, yeah. It's.
Well, she could and just not tell us what the droid
she
says.
could, but I mean, it would be better if she said, you think that blah blah blah, and the droid confirms, something like that.
Or it's up to us to go, well, what did it say?
If there's somebody, if there's somebody else with her, you could say, well, what did it say? What did it say? Give it up. It said, "Do not confuse me with a certain war criminal."
Favorite war criminal.
All right, so congratulations, you have a steampunk chopper.
Yay!
Oh my god, is it gonna swear a lot? I love it. Chopper's the best.
Probably.
He's sort of the best.
Okay, yeah, congrats, you got that one. Good job.
Yay! Awesome. Okay.
Totally not Star Wars droid speaking.
Yeah, what do you want to do now? I will say, from the darkness between two buildings, you hear a voice say, "No, that's something I have not seen." And Nigel Edmund Wesley steps out.
Oh.
And his suit coat still has smoke rising off of it, and there are several burnt patches. He apparently was here in the midst of this, and for those of you who may not know, who did not, actually, that wasn't in the Adventures of Barnett and Holly, that was in the Holly introductory story, which I don't think aired anywhere. I think that
No,
was
it didn't.
Well, FYI to the players and listeners together here. When Holly moved to Halo, she had a very nice, kindly upstairs neighbor who happened to be Nigel Edmund Wesley. Ooh! Was the only non-witch or warlock living here. Because I'm a Cogman. Chuff, 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 chuff.
Whoa.
It beats living in a sewer. It beats waiting on the Colonel, which, by the way, if anyone ever sees him, I'm still waiting. Okay, cut to diagonal wipe. There's like the bony corpse of Colonel Humphrey where he had offed himself at the end of season 1.
Oh no.
And a skeletal hand with a thumbs up. Yes, and he seems not really none the worse for wear. He says, looking over at the airship wreckage, he says, seems I've returned at the wrong time altogether. He has
Holly's gonna. Sorry, I was gonna say Holly's gonna go up to him. Obviously,
he has a traveling pack on his back, and a strange-looking rifle slung over his shoulder.
What kind of rifle?
It's a Medri rifle. It's actually like an alien rifle of some sort. It was actually, for those of you who remember the frame story in season 3, when Mike and the bots were lost in the jungle. There was a part there, I believe that's where yes, because he shot Faullhurst with it. Yes, it's a Medri rifle. It's the same thing for those of you who are patrons, who are listening to both the Copperheart stories and the Srap stories. This would be the same rifle that the Medri alien was using to fire at Hickson.
Ooh.
And I know, folks, that's a lot to unpack, but I mean, if you are a patron, for as low as $1 a month, you too.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Insert a commercial for Patreon, but I don't have a commercial for Patreon, so
not yet.
Here's a word from Whiskey Tango Furball. They had one job to do: guard Area 51, and they fucked it up.
No, we didn't let it go. No, it got out on its own.
From the creator of the Steamrollers Adventure podcast and the audio drama Copperheart comes a new animated comedy
I'm just
adventure.
going to take these with me, because, it's a long train ride.
Please help me with my pants. They are full of shit.
I swapped out his translation book for a gag version.
When I was a small child, I was nipped by a deer tick.
Oh no, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
You stick a few tools up a few farmers' asses and you impregnate a few bitches.
Comes Whiskey Tango Furball.
Sorry, LT.
He was a whaler.
Do svidanya!
Greatest virginity losing experience of my life.
Eat shit, Jack Rabbits.
Life's pretty sweet here at Camp Ship for Brains.
Yuck.
Don't let Beanie touch my shit.
Oh no.
We're screwed.
Michael Rigg, creator of the Steamrollers Adventure podcast, says 5 stars. Michael Rigg, the producer of Copperheart, says amazing 5 stars. Dr. Raru, who is also Michael J. Rigg, says please watch my show on YouTube. Yes, Mondays. Also clips on TikTok under WT Furball.
Yeah, this is Stan Fuzzbutsky from Whiskey Tango Furball, and you're listening to the Steamrollers Adventure bullshit.
And remember, I will eat the grossest peanut butter and jelly sandwich you can imagine. If we just get up to 10,000 viewers.
10,000.
That keeps going up now.
I know. 500, 1,000, 10,000.
That's because I have a fear of success.
Well, I'd be afraid of that sandwich too. Sandwich.
I gotta say though, I'm anxious to try it. I mean, it is comprised of edible objects. How well they mesh together, I have no
Just
idea.
not in an edible combination.
All you need is sweet onions.
Well, it's got to be
in a
sweet
very,
onion,
very, very thin slice.
And it'll be,
Like Velveeta onion, really,
It's
really
got to be
thin.
thick.
thick onions.
Can it be
Oh.
caramelized? Maybe. What if the bread is toasted and it's caramelized onion? So
No.
it's like a hot
Can the,
sandwich.
can the onion be like
No, it can't
deep
be
fried onion or like breaded and fried? So it's just like
how about
sweet.
onion rings?
No.
Already looking for
raw onions.
Yeah, caramelized onion could work because then it's like the salty sweet.
Yeah.
This just in: do not subscribe to Whiskey Tango Furball. It sucks.
Come on, I want to see him eat that.
Storycrafter regretting his life choices.
All of them.
Someone might post this on a Reddit thread. Be careful. Careful what you wish for. It's been known to happen before.
I might put it to patrons. I might ask patrons to vote for which one, because in season 5, Tyler Beanie introduces a new item to his menu, and it's called the banana dog. It's basically a banana split. The only difference is instead of ice cream, it's a hot dog. So it's a sliced banana with a frankfurter, and then whipped cream, nuts, cherries.
No.
And then it has to be a raw hot dog.
I mean,
we're not going that far.
I feel like only a pig would really enjoy that.
Yeah.
What did you call me?
A pig. She called you a pig. Everyone calls you a pig. Hello, and welcome to Robot Reviews, also known as Inside Robot Mind. I am your host, Boris, and my squishy partner here is
Robbie. Hello.
So, what do you think of the show so far, Robbie?
I think it is beautiful to see another robot buddy coming to life. I really like how Michael is going to edit the show to make it seem like Toby's buzzes and clicks are understandable. What about you?
Totally agree.
You do? Wait, Boris, is this really you?
Totally agree. Until he starts going off on that goddamn dog cartoon of his, derailing show for a full 2 minutes talking about stupid Patreon teas about eating horrible sandwich only watchers of fucking cartoon would get.
I do not think there is anything wrong with advertising his other shows within his own show.
He played the goddamn whiskey fucktag bullshit theme under the chit-chat.
You are right. That is bad. I will talk to Nissa about it.
Thank you for listening to Robot Mind. Maybe now show is back on track.
Oh, like a swine, like an actual, not a person, not a human. I wasn't referring to humans.
Ray's not here. We can't talk like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Like he's ever going to listen to the show.
Watch him come and just come to your door and be crying sometime. It's like, I want to listen to the show.
I know.
Okay. All right. So Holly, you've been reunited with
Nigel
Edmund Wesley. I keep wanting to say Nigel Osbert Wintermann. Fucking Rupert. Nigel Edmund Wesley. Yes.
You totally can't do it.
I would.
We need Rupert.
I would. What? You know what?
Nothing.
You're all right. Sweet Potato's going to have a coronary. No. I'm going to kill the cat. The dragon is going to eat the cat.
No. Leave the animals alone. What did they ever do to you?
And then Fifi eats the dragon.
No.
Can I have psychic conversations with my cat? And I'm going to try that next time. That's my turn. I'm sorry.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Hello and welcome to our thank you segment. Please consider becoming a Patreon of the show. You can do so at our website, riggstories.com/support, or at patreon.com/riggstories. Rigg Stories, by the way, is spelled RIGGSTORIES. And now, thank you to George Pecenica, Azure Knight, Michael West, Shalom West, Brad Mack, Delta Alpha, Eric McNeil, Irritating Fog, Michael, Robin, Ellen Farkas, Churlington Beescoat, Ray Volk, Ryan Smith, Tracy Dickens, Andrea Pena, Ann McMicken, Dr. Taint, George Stenkow, Jamie Henderson, Giannis Veston, Jeff Fogg, Jonathan Kennywell, Kaylee Wood, Michael Rodden, Rupert Faullhurst, Flub 2, Sarah Elkins, Colin M., and all the rest. This episode is executive produced by George Pecenica and produced by Michael West. Our Patreon sponsor is Delta Alpha. And now, on with the show.
All right, so what do you want to do, Holly?
I'm just gonna go up to Nigel and be like, Nigel, so good to see you. What are you okay? What happened?
Yes, well, I was preparing my new life. Oh yeah, by the way, he's also wearing the sky blue armband of the Winter Parsons, being the Free Cogman movement. Winter from, of course, Nigel Osbert Wintermann. Since he was one of the founding fathers of the movement. Parsons being the name of the Harold Parsons, the guy who wrote the book.
He's psychic now, isn't he?
Nigel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm speaking of the devil.
We could ask him.
That timing! Wow.
Yeah, we could ask him.
His ear must have been ringing.
Wow.
That's amazing. He doesn't even have his thing set up yet, but wow, he just popped right in chat at the right time.
That was freaky.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. I want to
Rupert?
hear that.
Hello.
Hello, chaps. Hello, Rupert.
Am I coming through?
You are coming.
Very
through.
Hello.
Sorry for being late. Baby took longer to put to bed than normal. I'm sorry.
That's funny. You don't have to.
Kind of what they do.
You don't need to apologize for anything. We had a major technological breakdown, so it took a while to get started anyway.
Oh man, look at that dad beard.
Oh yeah, you haven't been at the fireside, so you haven't seen this thing evolve over the past year.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
It's staying until November, and then I'm cutting it off.
Cool.
Ow.
It's
Very cool.
Nigel Ezekiel Wintermann.
No, this is Jedediah Hamlin.
Of course, the Hamlins. Hello, Rupert. Welcome.
Hello.
I literally just like introduced your character in here, and you popped in. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like, did you text him?
I was
Mike?
waiting for my cue. That's all.
No.
Yeah, you literally entered stage
Yeah.
right, exactly the right timing.
Jenn had a question. What was the question?
Well, I just said, isn't Nigel psychic now?
No.
And then you
No.
popped in.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not psychic. He's impervious.
Oh, he's
Um,
impervious.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have an X in morphology.
Right. Okay. And then
Is it
the
X or
other
Y? I
psychic
can't
one
remember.
went to the other guy.
An extra Y chromosome.
Right. Because I've got the not visible to witches thing.
Yeah. Because you swapped it with Dave, didn't you?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that was how that all went.
Yeah. Yes, because that made a lot of sense. Spot on.
You'll be imbued.
No. 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 No
Yes.
creepy.
So yes. Nigel Edmund Wesley actually just popped in.
Oh, hello there.
Yes. You're in Boston, so at one point the two Nigels have to meet.
They do.
That is That is possible this season. We'll see what happens. But yes, we're in Halo, which is no, not that kind of Halo. Note to self: add reverb. This reverb brought to you by Whiskey Tango. No, that's enough of that shit. Anyway, yes, there was the town where Holly had been living, and it was destroyed by the League of the Red Spider. Actually, the League of the Red Spider was killing the witches who were in it, or taking some of them prisoner to sell as slaves. And then Percy Alexander and company wanders by, and they blow everything to shit.
No.
And it was Martin Barnett shot an airship hovering low over the city that happened to have been filled with hydrogen. And now it's.
I think I listened to that. Is that one of the Patreon episodes?
It is, yes.
I have listened to those.
Perfect.
I did my job, but I don't get paid for. I bet that I pay you for.
Yeah, that's true. I did. You too can pay me and find out what the hell he's talking about in back episodes of The Adventures of Holly and Martin. And here's a commercial to give you a little more information about what The Adventures of Holly and Martin are. Here's a commercial for Whiskey Tango Furball. They had one job to do.
I feel like this has been all morning so long.
It has.
All show. It's not really a morning. But
The next, note to self, next.
He's very excited about his new toy, Jenn.
Next,
I know.
Next recording session, talk incessantly about Copperheart instead. I got to spread it out. All right. Yes. Holly, you were just reunited with Nigel, and he was just telling you that, yes, he was preparing to forge a new chapter in his life when, alas, my lady love was taken from me.
What happened?
It's time for a SRAP flashback.
All right, come on, guys. Let's go. Now remember, you have to concentrate on home. If your thoughts drift away, you could end up anywhere. So keep your thoughts at home, okay? Bye, Margie.
Bye, Margie. I will miss you so much.
Take good care of Michael, RBY 2187. Robert, I mean. Robbie.
I will.
So long, Toots. You know, it's gonna be a sausage fest without you.
I am sure Michael will replace me. Somehow.
Adios, Tintits. It's been real.
Thank you, Boris. Despite our differences, you have... Wait. No, what are you doing? Let go of my arm.
Yeah,
Boris,
you're coming back
Boris,
with us. You don't belong here.
Let me go.
Storycrafter's right.
No, I don't want to.
No! Oh my God. This has been a
Srab flashback.
Some bastard with a Soviet robot.
Yeah.
It's a complicated story, and I do need to move on. I shouldn't be troubling myself like this. So strange that I should have these feelings, I suppose. And you look in the firelight, there's actually remnants of, because he's sooty from, the fire and everything that's been going on here. And there are tracks of tears that Nigel Edmund Wesley had been crying. But he's a cogman. How is this possible? Also, and Rupert, I had mentioned just before you popped in, he is wearing the sky blue armband of the Winter Parsons. So he's a flag-waving, card-carrying member of the Free Cogman movement, of course. Yes, I did register to do my part for the Emperor and country. Fortunately, I did not have to kill a soul. I was a cook. Anyway, yes. So yes, he seems saddened by that and is anxious to change the subject. But anyway, how did you survive this horrible mess?
I escaped. I flew away, luckily. And then Holly just kind of looks around her and just says, I think many of my friends weren't as fortunate. And I wanted to come back and see who was left of Halo.
Ah, yes. Well, please, let me assist you. The very least I can do, because there may be survivors. And Toby, clickety, parentheses. Oh, by the way, Rupert, FYI, I will be translating because Holly used magic, so that Holly now knows what the droid's, little punch card teeth are trying to say. So, like a Star Wars droid, she will hear noise, I will translate, but I will cut out the translation from the audio recording, so it seems more Star Warsy, I guess.
Yes.
Exactly. So yeah, clickety, and
I look at Nigel and think, Toby, I can understand what he says. Magic.
You can.
It's a long story.
That's amazing. What pray tell did the little bugger say?
He said that he can detect many heartbeats. He said so. There are still many people alive here.
Then we shall get to work. I shall fetch a spade. Percy pops in. Yeah. A spade with which to dig. And then Percy shows up with a shovel. Okay. So, he's going to go find... There's a partially demolished general store. And there are a few things in the general store that survive. There's actually a couple of jars of candy. No. There are some garden implements from which he does grab a shovel or a spade. Or a combination shovel-spade. A shovel on one end and a spade on the other. Why didn't anybody ever invent something? I'll write it down. Shark Tank. Hello, sharks. I'm a complete idiot. I'm here to waste your time. Yes, and also, having survived the wreckage of this general store, are several rolls of ticker tape paper.
You're joking.
Because irony.
Okay.
I had it right here. Had it right here in my notes, but that's okay. I use magic stuffs, which is just as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll take the ticker tape because you never know. Yes. Okay, Toby. To be fair, yes, you did. I have made you wait a while. So I do load one up in. Do give him one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. While you're loading up the little automaton, Nigel's going to have a look around and see who's coming and going. And he basically says, I take it our only enemy is here, because there are several individuals I see with weapons who do not seem to be firing in our directions. I'm only going to assume that they are friends of yours, which they would be, Alden's boys, or maybe Percy's buddy Coin. And so Nigel just confirms we're just looking for red spider chaps as the enemies, right? That's who we're watching out for.
Yes,
Okay.
that's right.
Percy, you could be in this vicinity if you want to wander up here. You and Coin were looking around at some stuffs. You guys happen to find a couple of wounded young ladies, one of whom had pointed ears. You can assume because of the town that they were both witches, but neither one of them did anything like incredibly witchy or anything. You do know that the one was a crop, but otherwise they were very thankful for being saved, pulled out of the rubble. They're continuing to look for other survivors. If you come across any wounded League of the Red Spider guys, like, what do you do?
Well, I'll tell Coin not to shoot him.
Oh, I was just going to describe a scenario where there's one is like practically cut in half from a timber that had fallen on him, and he's like shakily trying to lift a pistol, and Coin would point his. It's like, no, don't shoot him. Yeah, you're right, Spade. Let him suffer.
Anyone that we could get information from, we'll try to get some information.
Yeah, you don't see anybody really worth interrogating. Seems like the big bosses were killed when the airship dropped on them and exploded and then dropped on them and then burned them and then exploded some more because gunpowder. Their screams were short and lovely.
So then we'll just go gravitate towards where the group is at.
Yes, you see Holly talking to a portly English gentleman wearing the same tweed jacket he was wearing and sees it one, except it's got patches, burn holes in it, and it's rather frayed and whatnot. The carnation is long gone.
So we'll walk up there.
Okay. Nigel will say, hello there!
I know him, right?
I do not believe Percy knows Nigel, no.
Okay. I'll say, Percy Alexander. Who might you be?
Nigel Edmund Wesley at your service, sir. Boxcar boy, yes?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Have you been by the train depot?
We have not.
You have not, because Halo does not have a train. Wait a minute. Then what the hell is he talking about? Yeah, Coin will say, there ain't no train depot here. Yes, it is. South side. The large warehouse-looking building. You'll find all the rails you need in there. And this is someplace that Holly had only been here a short time, was not aware of this, but there is a train station here with trains that cannot leave because of wall. There were no tracks out either because of moat.
The moat. So why is there a train station?
Exactly. Mystery.
Investigate.
Well,
mystery.
Coin says, well, I might take back what I said before. Spade, maybe I will like to stay here. If there's a train, because if there's a train, there's commerce. If there's commerce, there's people who are being robbed from. And if there's people being robbed from, that's what we need to come in and protect them.
Let's go see the train place.
All right, she's going to walk away just not even say anything to Holly. Holly, you going to say anything to these guys? It's like Nigel says, train. They're like, oh, wow, like a couple of kids at Christmas. Oh, there's one more present under the tree.
Yeah, I think Holly's going to be just a bit like, good luck. A bit kind of
we'll be right back.
Baffled by it all.
We'll be right back after a break from our sponsors.
Don't encourage him.
Who's our sponsor today?
Copperheart.
This is strange. I am not receiving any signal being sent from GL51, but I am picking up something else, and I am not sure how.
So I won't ask you again.
Where are you going?
Don't come near me! I knew he was with the visitor!
Jim and I aren't supposed to be here.
Stay back! He took a scouting party through the gateway.
Please.
We made it, Jack.
Just let us go.
Bye-bye.
Copperheart, a Rigg Stories audio drama. Available wherever you find podcasts.
Then this is goodbye.
This is Karen Heimdall. I voiced Adrian Booth on Copperheart. And you are listening to the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast.
A Rigg Stories audio drama.
Featuring the voices of John Yiff. Wait a minute. He's pulled a fast one on us. Goddamn cartoon dogs. Anyway, this is SRAP, folks. We're steampunking here. We're not
And currently the only person who hasn't been in Copper Heart here is George.
Oh.
No?
Oh, that's not exactly true. Because actually in season...
Oh, that's right.
The anthology for Copperheart, George actually did some pickup voices.
Huh?
He will be heard in the episode called Maiden Voyage. And since somebody brought it up, here's a commercial for Copperheart Shattered Echo.
While the visitor toyed with the people of GL-51, life in other ripples carried on normally.
SS Bentley, you are cleared for return to Belknock. 44 hours standard return. Outpost has been notified. Over.
Existence carried on in every imaginable alternate reality.
Ah! The next one takes off your face.
All right.
And in every parallel existence.
Unidentified craft. This is the Fisher Onishi station. Please respond. Unidentified craft. This is the Fisher Onishi station. Please respond.
Especially when humanity meddled where it shouldn't.
DSS Valley Forge now entering cross current. DSS Valley Forge now entering cross current.
Dimensional ship drive firing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The gateway is open. I repeat, the gateway is now open.
Copperheart Shattered Echoes is an anthology series spanning multiple ripples through time and space, picking up where Copperheart left off, beginning before Copperheart started, taking place at the same time, and in realities you couldn't even fathom. Tune into your Copperheart feed.
This is Jake Schiller from Copperheart, and you are watching the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast.
Thank you. You guys keep setting them up, and I keep knocking them down.
Yeah.
Speaking of sponsors, should we have Jack Monkey Games for this?
We already went
Oh
on
yes,
this
you do need.
Yeah, but do I need my cards?
Yes, 4, please.
Already on it. Where the fuck did I put my desktop?
Holly, what is there anything else that you wanted to do? Oh yeah, besides you, you and Nigel were going to look for survivors.
Yeah, I mean, if there are any other kind of spades or kind of, you said it was like kind of gardening implements,
Yes.
is that right?
Yes.
It's a little, the little gardening spade little
trowels
thingy. Yes, that's the word I was looking for.
Trowels.
Something a little bit less, something a bit less kind of wieldy than a spade, considering.
There are also
I've
wooden wheelbarrows into which you can dump bodies.
A wheelbarrow would be a good idea, though, I think.
Yeah, you can like carry things. You might.
Yeah.
You could also loot.
It's like it's my old home. I feel bad for like looting it.
You don't have to.
Take what's necessary. So
That's right.
yeah, I'll take the wheelbarrow and some trowels. I might as well take a shovel as well. Just kind of stick everything in there and ready to go.
Yes, and Nigel will also grab something that resembles like a. Is there a specific name for this tool? Is it like part axe, part pickaxe? It's like a hatchet on one end and a spiky thingy on the other. Watch somebody say something.
Mining axe?
Sure.
What's the thing they use in Shawshank?
Oh,
a mining hammer?
I don't know.
Because it's got like a pick and a hammer on the other end. It's like a mining hammer, I think is what he calls it.
That'll work. Anyway, yes, it's got like choppy thing on one end and a spiky thing on the other.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
That's the way.
Choppy, spiky.
Technical terminology.
That's the way my boy Robbie would describe it. Okay, and then you guys set out for. And we're gonna come back to you because a thing is gonna be a thing.
Oh no.
Thing is gonna be a thing. Okay.
Imagine that thing's happening.
Actually,
say stuff it in like.
Yes. Now, before we find out what you find in that giant warehouse. Dun dun dun. cliffhanger. Because you're going to run into somebody else too.
Oh no.
I would like to take a jog over to Boston since we haven't been there in a while.
Boston?
To, yes, the other Nigel, that being the Osbert Wintermann.
There's too many Nigels. I keep mixing them up.
Well, you could just,
Every time he said Nigel just then, I was just like, huh?
You could just call
Yeah.
it. You could just, yes, busy else. One chuffs and one does not. Yeah, so you could just call him Chief Inspector. That way it goes. So we're gonna going back
Ozzy.
to yes, the Ozzy. That's right. Ozzy. Yeah, that's right. Connie knew him as Ozzy.
Yes.
Hey, what the hey? Oh, that's Percy. Sorry.
God, Connie hasn't seen Ozzy in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we know we started World War 5 together.
Well, and I mean, he's all the way in Boston. You're all the way in Illinois. I forget where Halo is. I think Halo's in Illinois, right?
What's left of Illinois?
Yeah.
Don't remember.
Yeah.
It's Illinois.
It's by the Colorado River.
There, yeah, it's right. Yeah, the Colorado. You could take the Colorado River from Boston to Halo easily.
The Colorado River literally goes everywhere in your version.
Have you not seen the map?
Check out Robin's Robin's sweatshirt.
I know. Oh my God, yes. Amazing.
Yes.
Had to do it just for the memes.
Did someone say meme?
Oh no. Oh no, what have we done?
You know what I'm hungry for?
Mike, no.
Break me! Alright, I'm better now. Whew. Oh, that made me dizzy. Or it would have if my ticker wasn't fixed.
Yay.
Okay, so let's yes, Nigel. I do have a couple of questions for you, Chief Inspector.
Yes.
I want to verify some things.
This time I'll try and play not as if I'm being strapped to a guard going a million miles per hour.
You do you, dude. I could follow. It was no problem. It was
I'm just like, I already have 2 hours, and then I'm not sure when I'm going to get to do this again, so we're going to do everything
right
all at once.
Well, by all means, that's why we're here. I mean, that's why specifically why I'm switching over to you real quick. Oh, you know what? And before I do, just to be on the safe side, I am going to stop this recording and save it. 1 moment.
Smart man.
We'll be right back after this word from
a sponsor.
Up falls down again. Trap is your steampunk adventure comedy, your silly tabletop role play fantasy. We're the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Steamrollers Adventure Podcast, a steampunk actual play tabletop role-playing comedy adventure show based on the fiction of Michael J. Rigg. Subscribe to the show most anywhere you find podcasts, on the Rigg Stories YouTube channel or directly from steamrollersadventurepodcast.libsyn.com. To find out more about the show or other Rigg Stories productions such as the audio drama Copperheart, the animated VR YouTube comedy Whiskey Tango Furball, or the Heart of Bronze novel series, visit RiggStories.com. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/RiggStories to get perks like shoutouts, show mentions, exclusive audio and specials from all of our productions, early releases, NPC creation, and more.